All right, guys, hope all is well. I'm just going to do a video about what I'm looking for next week. Not a massive amount. I'm not going to do too much with the dollar. I'm going to look at like other things. So even though we're not looking at the dollar that much, let's just look at the dollar anyway, just because that's what we always do. Um, Dollar, I am waiting to see if we are going to respect this weekly supply zone. We came in and we did not take this, but what we do is we came in. Oh, we didn't even do that. Okay. So from my understanding, I actually thought we'd taken this low, but we didn't. But we can see that this has got tested. We started to shift above this area and pull back into the area that we were looking for. Let's put a fib. Yeah, you can see that fib pocket really nice in this zone, looking for that continuation. So now I want to see if our next point of contact is going to be this weekly low. We do have a few areas that we could see price come into. We could either see it come into here or we could see it drop a little bit lower down. This is definitely going to be a bit of a telltale sign. Going into next week though, we do have a nice little, what is it on a 12-hour? Yeah, we have this 12-hourly zone down in here, which I would like to get seen and tested. I can also see just a slight pullback, even if it's just inside the 50% of this area. You can see daily where we've got that imbalance open. That is where our 50% is going to be. So any kind of pullback into here and then to roll over is definitely what I'm going to be waiting to see. But let's look at everything else. So pound Swiss. Pound Swiss, I have been looking to long this, and I definitely think we could definitely come into 13,100. Failing that, if we do start breaking above this, we could definitely see some prices being pushed up into here. But for the time being, I'm just going to look for this zone. We could definitely see psych level 115 flat. Let's go settings. Yeah, so 115 flat, nice psychological level. If we do break this zone, then we're definitely going to be looking for higher zones from in there. Just for the time being, though, we do have a small potential buy that we could be looking at. So just looking at basic structure, I was really waiting to see if price was going to come down last week into this zone in here. There was a really nice hourly move that I was looking for, which is here. I did think we were going to come down and do that. We just ran this low and then we started to pop back up again. So really what I'm waiting for now, I've got two zones. We could even see a bit of a deeper pullback into this hourly zone. Could see a nice little pullback into there, or we could see on the 4-hourly, you can see this is our last open move. We did sweep liquidity with this wick. Let's drop it down. We drop liquidity in these wicks and these lows. What time was this? This is going into the end of the day, yeah, end of the day Asian session that we ran. This is going into what London open, yeah. So what we've got 8 a.m. London open. As soon as 8 a.m. we kind of popped up and then we kind of really mooned from here. So I do want to see that get taken where the 50% of kind of this range is where. So I've got our high, higher low, higher high, break of structure from my high to our low. This is where our 50% of this range is. So I do want to see if we could get a pullback back down into one of these areas kind of within here and really go for it. If we do fail that and we come down, we come up a bit, and then we flush down again, I will look in to see about this zone, which is the original one I was looking at, and then to go long. So that is potentially what I could see. Obviously, I would like to see either this or or coming into here. to go for the run. That's obviously what I'm looking at. But again, obviously, if we fail it, I do want to see if we can go to low prices. And if price does maybe break below this, if it does pull back, there is potentially going to be some opportunities for that we can sell from. If price going into tomorrow, going into tomorrow or next week, if we kind of take this high and we start breaking structures lower, I will look to see if there's going to be long shorts, and then I will hold my shorts into this level. If we do actually start getting reactions and we start breaking above, then I'm going to look to just close it and then I'll hold these ones. But if I've got two here and price just dies off, what I'm going to lose on these two, I'm going to make back on it anyway. So there's really no stress or no worries. There's always ways around it. So that's euro pound. That's what I'm waiting for. NZD USD, same sort of thing in the bag. Where are we? 4 hourly. Well, let's go back. So I do want to see if we can bust the top of this high. We have other zones up in here, which I could see get tested. What I do maybe want to see is, are we now going to stay in here, pull back, and then go long? Or are we going to break above, pull back, and then go long? So there is a few potentials that I do want to see going into next week, though. You can see we came down, we just ran the low. We started to come up again, we popped, we tested, and then we broke the structures higher. So again, same with pound Swiss. We could maybe go a little bit deeper, but I do like where this is. You can see where our EMAs are crossing and things just looking really nice. There is a small 5-minute zone that I'm looking for down here, which could maybe get tested. But for the first point of contact, I am going to be looking for this hourly imbalance just in here. And then I do want to see if we can pop this up into somewhere in here. First target are going to be here, so that's only what, 2 to 7, and then following it up higher, I will just take it past this wick, and that could potentially be a 1 to 4. So just looking for a simple pullback, and then long, we use our fib. 50, yeah, you can see 50% of this range is where that first point that we're looking for to go long. So let's see about that. US oil. US oil is looking all right. I do want to look for some shorts. We came in deeper into this zone, which I was kind of looking for quite a while. We have broken structures here. We can be valid to look for pullbacks anywhere into this zone. This is going to be my final targets, and see if we can actually start pushing price up again. Drop it down on that hourly. You can see we were just running the highs, running the highs, running the highs. Well, boom, we came up, ran the highs, came down, ran the lows, ran up one more time, came in and tested this 30-minute candle. And from there, we started dropping down, leaving this low. Now we do have this 30-minute, which I'm eyeing up, but we did also come and retract into this hourly. So we had liquidity, we ran it, we mitigated, we started to come back down, we did mitigate into this. Whether we could see if price wants to run up even a little bit higher and then drop, that would be fine. Or again, if we just run up to then die through. Now we do have this wick low. This was at 1 p.m, so just going in before New York. So if price opens up Monday, Tuesday, and we do this, and we're generating all of this, that's going to be a bit more conviction for the shorts. We have had a slight shift in momentum here. Doesn't really mean too much though. I do want to see if we can keep this low, just because I think that's going to be a nice buildup of liquidity. So just simple pullbacks into the zone, and I'm going to look to short it. I am shorting it into this 12-hourly imbalance. So that's 76.65, and then failing that, coming into the week, the 3 day, is it 3 day? Yeah, 3 day zone into 74.50. So that definitely could be on the table for that potential long move. So that's all I'm kind of really looking at. I do have AUD CAD I'm looking for. AUD CAD, I thought when we ran this high, we were going to run in and test this, but we didn't regenerate equal highs. So now I do want to see a pullback into just this high move and take out these highs. I do have, and I am looking at this hourly move. You can see we've got our low, high, 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 low, high, high, higher, low, higher, high. Now just looking for that higher low into that fib area, and then that continuation back to the top side, then that could potentially just be a nice 1 to 3. I do want to see, usually what I've been doing recently is I've had an order straight here. I'll wait for price to come in. When we actually do start and shifting above structures and things, if there is other zones that I can get in on a tighter risk to reward, I will do so. And then I will usually have my entry here, have a stop loss here, and I will actually just target the highs. So again, you can see that's already a 1 to 5. So two are more just by scaling in and weigh in. And then you've got your first position that you're going to run to your final target. So opportunities like this can actually give you quite nice trades. So NZD CAD, NAS, not looking at anything, Europe, not looking at anything. So yeah, just these ones for the moment. If you guys have got any questions about these, or you want to know more, please let me know. Feel free to fire away, and I will help everyone as much as I can. All right, guys.